Today we're comparing a couple of our best-selling cars on the lot. I'll be showing off our Ioniq 5.
And I'll be showing off this Tesla Model 3.
Mine's better.
We're going to be going through a bunch of different topics to see which one we think is better. All right, let's go.
Well, I think mine looks pretty cool. I got some, I'm going to call it 80s retro. I got some squared off pixels, got a lot of right angles on there. I like the pretty cool sporty hatchback looking design. Reminds me of an old rally car. People say that. It's true. It's not just my opinion. Okay. And this one specifically I think is cool because it's the black on the white interior. We're going to get to the interior later, but you can see the interior from the outside, so that's half a point I'm going to take.
Mm-hmm. The only thing I don't like about the Ioniq 5 design, wheels look kind of weird. They just look plasticky. They're not plastic, but for some reason they look plasticky. But honestly, I think it is a really nice design. I like it. Let's go over to the Model 3. This one's the nice blue color with the white interior. Again, we'll get into the white later, or the inside later. But it looks a lot different than the Model Y. It just sitting lower. Still has like these buggy headlights, which I would say is the negative for the Model 3, but I think it does put it all together, the blue and black look. And then it also has the updated wheels, so the upgraded wheels.
It's helped by having the better wheels.
Yeah.
Because
like just compare these wheels, Aiden. Just go wheel. Like these are way better wheels.
The Tesla wheels in this specific case I think are great, but I'd like to note that a base model Tesla wheel also looks pretty generic and sad looking.
Yeah, but that's less than generic. That just looks like stupid.
It's fine. It's medium.
In my opinion, I think the two-tone look of this one and most Model 3s with the blue and black, even though it's glass, still blue and black, I think that looks really nice. This, I don't think looks as good, but I do think it looks really good. What do you think, Jack?
You know, the Model 3 to me looks a little too generic. It's just kind of a blob. This has some really cool strong lines on it. I like the little accents on the wheel arches. I like the kind of just right angles and sharp lines that it's got going down the side. So it's more creative and interesting to me. So I got to go with this.
You know, after what you said, I do tend to agree this does kind of look generic. It looks aerodynamic, whereas this I think looks a little bit more unique. So I'll give the point for outside appearance to the Ioniq 5.
I appreciate you for that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. So now we're going to head into the interiors. Let's look at the Ioniq 5 first.
So now we're going to walk you through the inside of the Ioniq 5. I like the Ioniq 5 because I actually get a screen in front of me. I like the two-screen look. I like the real array of buttons. I like the kind of design on the steering wheel. It doesn't have that lower spoke. I kind of like the two-spoke look. I got this cool little drive mode button. So I'm a pretty big fan of my driver display and controls here.
You want to hear my opinion?
Show me your opinion.
I think the seats are absolutely splendid. I think that is the absolute best part about the Ioniq 5. I think the steering wheel looks, not the best. And all these, cool things, just cheap plastic. It's all junk.
Doesn't make it cheap.
It's just cheap plastic, you guys. It's just piano black. I don't like it. The screens, I feel like I could rip off with my pointer finger. And honestly, it's slow, it's jank, and it just feels like an average car screen. Like, it's not intuitive at all. So I do think it looks nice. I think the actual stuff feels nice, but I think this display here, I don't like at all.
I'm going to give it a bonus point for the ambient lighting in the doors and around the speaker grills. I think that's something that I don't think your Tesla has. And it looks pretty cool, especially at night. In the dark, it just makes the interior of the car feel like a special place.
Agreed. And it also changes when you're in different drive modes.
Like yeah, if I go to sport mode, it's still blue.
Well, in the settings, it'll do
I'm sure you can change that.
I have done it, actually.
But yeah,
whatever.
I've never seen it not blue.
But this is all plastic. Like, it just feels junk.
I'll give you that.
The only USB, no USB-C.
Yeah, we got a couple
for
USBs.
a 2023 vehicle.
Yeah.
No wireless CarPlay, might I add.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'll give you all that. There's quite a bit of hard plastics in here. The doors feel nice. You got soft touch up here, so resting your arm is comfortable and stuff. But a lot of this, I hear where you're coming from. It's just kind of scratchy, hard plastics.
Agreed. All right, let's move on to the Model 3.
Let's look at your Tesla.
Now we're in the Model 3. So This, I think, looks better to me. The seats feel the same, just nice. And a good thing with this white, a lot of people will think, oh, it's super white and it's super, bright. So it's going to be hard to clean and it's going to get dirty easy. It actually doesn't. It's fake leather, which, could be good or bad, depending on who you
Depending
are.
on your worldviews.
But it's really easy to clean, it being that fake leather. And then I like how, so this will be either wood or white, like soft plastic if you get the white interior. But if you get the normal black interior, it'll be a wood. This all the way around here. I like how it has the suede right here on the door here. You have this button to open the door, but you can also, if the car's dead for whatever reason and the mechanics aren't working, you can pull this latch, so it's a manual door open. You also get this sliding door here for more storage under there. You have 2 USB-C chargers under there. You have this nice thing under here. You have the 12-volt charger, another USB-C charger under there. And the obvious thing, the elephant in the room, very minimalist, right? You're not going to have a thing up here. You might be, okay, where's your miles? Where's your mileage at? If you go here, you're going to see your mileage right here. Your, what would you call that? Your speedometer
Your
right there.
speedometer, yes.
So you're going to see your speedometer up there. Very intuitive screen, very quick. You have all your settings here and huge, nice map here that you can change. Super intuitive screen. You can zoom in really far. Blah, blah, blah. You get it. You also have some Hulu, Disney, Netflix. The main thing is this screen is really tech focused and really nice. Very intuitive. I think it's much better than the Ioniq 5 in that way, whereas that feels like it's a 2013 Ford Focus.
Okay, I'm not going to go that far, but I'll grant you, we'll get more into the tech later. As far as the looks of the interior, I do like your door materials. You got a lot of soft touch. Yeah, people complain that the white is hard to clean, but these seats are easy to clean. The look of the minimalism is pretty cool. You don't have piano black. You got a lot of suede going on.
Wireless charger.
Let's see if it's going to fall off. Oh, that's on there pretty good. I'll give you that. So, yeah, I think I can concede an interior styling point to this. It's pretty stout.
Right? I mean, this is plastic, but it's like much nicer.
Well, I mean, a lot of places, if you get in an Audi especially, you're going to see nothing but piano black here. It's disgusting, if you don't if you're not constantly wiping it with a rag. This is a nice way to do plastic. It doesn't get fingerprints all over it. It's got a really clean look, but it doesn't take a lot of maintenance like some other things.
And you also have 2 USB-C chargers back there for the kids. And the newer ones, you actually get a screen here too, but not that matters. I also just love, last thing for this car, it's pretty much a panoramic moonroof in every single Model 3 you're going to get. I really like that. What do you think, Aiden? Which one was your favorite?
I like my Bolt.
Okay.
So to summarize that, I'm going to take the point on the exterior looks of my Ioniq 5, but I will concede the interior to the minimalist Tesla.
Agreed. Okay.
Now we're going to touch on the range of the cars, which is what a lot of people think the most important part of an EV is. My specific car is an all-wheel drive Ioniq 5, so I have 266 miles of range. If you chose to go with the rear-wheel drive, you'd bump that just over 300 with 303 miles of range. What you got?
Now, this is a long-range all-wheel drive Model 3. So with this, you're going to get around 368 miles of range, which absolutely destroys that one. If you choose to go with a standard range Model 3, which is about, $3,000 less on average, you're going to get 272.
Well, at least my car is bigger.
My car goes places.
Your car, it's a Toyota.
We go places. All right. So Tesla's going to get the point on that. Charge time.
How fast does your car charge, though?
It goes 0 to 80% in 17 minutes.
I'm only a little behind at 23 minutes on that stat. But Hyundai wants you to believe it's 18 minutes because they say 10 to 80%. So,
which is a little sly. Those sly dogs.
Sly dogs.
I will say, just for the chat here, charge time sounds great from the outside looking in, but when you're going on road trips like I've done and you're driving 4 or 5 hours, stopping, 17 versus 20 minutes, it makes absolutely no difference.
Yeah, I'm going to take your generosity as a tie because, yes, I've done trips in EVs. Once you've been on the highway for 4 hours, anything that charges in less than 30 minutes is a win.
Exactly.
because you're going to need at least that much time to grab a bite to eat, stretch your legs and stuff.
So what really matters is charging at home. And almost all EVs charge the same speed when you're just plugging it into your wall. So we're going to touch on the size of the cars. The Ioniq 5 is obviously a little bit bigger.
It's huge.
I don't know about huge, but
well, compared to a Model 3, it's absolutely massive. You can actually fit.
Well, it's shorter than you, so.
And I'm a really tall person.
He's 5'9".
I'm 6'9".
He's 6'9".
This thing's huge. So, for this test, we're gonna have Aiden jump in the back seat and in the trunks of the vehicles. The front seats, I think we can agree on, both cars are pretty good.
Yeah.
Tall people fit in the front of both cars, so the back seats where you're gonna get comparison.
And how tall are you, Aiden?
What?
So a real 6'3" person in the back. How do you feel leg room?
Leg room is great.
Headroom?
I feel like I can fall asleep back here.
Wonderful.
Headroom?
Headroom?
I have a lot of room above my head. I don't feel like I'm gonna hit my head on the roof anytime soon.
Awesome. Well, let's have you jump into the Tesla's back seat now.
All right.
You're not gonna open his door?
Look at that guy.
What a host. What a terrible host. Now into the back seat of the Model 3. How does that compare to you?
I'm not gonna lie, this is a little more comfy. I feel like I have a little more leg room. I feel like I just have more free space in the back of the Model 3.
Well,
I feel like I
that's frankly a surprise.
Go across seats like this.
And how's the headroom feel in there?
Headroom is great.
Headroom's also great.
I think it's low. It's lower than the Ioniq 5, obviously. But
What do you think? Do you like having a glass roof right there, or do you like the
glass roof a lot?
Yeah.
Fun fact, Ioniq 5s are available with glass roofs, so you get the limited trim.
limited?
Okay, so back seat space, that's actually a surprising result. Saying that the Model 3.
Victory for the Model 3.
Oh, yeah,
Surprising victory for the Model 3, just with back seat room. We're going to head to trunk space.
So let's open up the back of this Hyundai.
And we're just going to be doing a little bit of kidnapping here and put Aiden in the trunk.
Okay, Aiden, let's have you pop in the back of the Ioniq 5 here. And how are you feeling?
I feel good.
Great. Well, I don't care what you say. Let's just see if the trunk closes. Watch your cranium. I didn't hear any bones crunching.
Me neither.
No, I think that's a good sign. Did you survive?
I did survive.
Wonderful. Do you think
And
you
while
could have
I was
had
in
a
there,
buddy in there, or is
I
it just a
think
solo
I
trunk?
could have had a buddy, probably not a big buddy though.
Small buddy.
A small buddy.
Maybe
Okay.
like a Chihuahua. All right, hop up
Maybe
the car.
like someone who's like 5 foot tall.
Great.
But,
So
while I was in there, even though I was enclosed, I didn't feel like crushed or anything. I felt like I could literally do like a circle in there, and I'd be fine.
great. That is a spacious
A
trunk
lot
for
of
the
room.
Ioniq 5.
It's very spacious.
We're going to put you in the front, and I hope you say the same thing.
Okay, Aiden, we're gonna have you run to the back of the Model 3. This is where I think I'm gonna secure my win.
Which also has a tow hitch. I didn't realize that.
Yes, this specific Model 3's got a hitch for some practicality. You know, he's in there.
He's in there pretty
He's
good.
curled up, but let's
Feel a little more crushed than I did in the Ioniq.
He has some space back there, just spread out. And now he can't get out at all. So,
do they not have the security release on the inside?
well, they probably do.
They should. Well, let's see if he uses it. Okay, never mind.
He's not going to use it. I don't think he's smart enough.
I just used it.
No,
Oh.
There's a security release in there.
where?
Right there. Okay, Aiden, coming out of the trunk, do you feel like you had room for a 5 foot tall buddy in there?
I do not think I had room for a 5 foot tall buddy in there. I feel like I was probably the only person that would fit in there. I don't think anyone else would fit in there.
Got it. Well, we're
You could
gonna
fit a
feel
little
like the
small
trunk for a
person
model-
down here.
A trunk for a Model 3 is for storing items, not people.
but you would recommend storing people in the Ioniq 5.
For a person in either of these cars, you would choose the Ioniq 5.
I love that recommendation from Aiden. Let's I'm gonna grant you the bonus point of trunk space. Let's open up the front of these cars and just compare what our front storage looks like.
Now, Hyundai doesn't really want you to go up here.
Hyundai felt bad that Tesla had a frunk and they didn't, so they put this little.
Garbage plastic. I mean, I could just like literally rip this up.
It literally just pops apart.
So what do you think
So-
would fit in there?
Maybe a bag of chips.
I would fit. I think really the practical use of this would be you could probably stuff a charge cord in there if you want to have your charge cord in the car. I think you could.
No way.
I'm gonna
That's tiny. Tiniest room I've ever had. I've ever seen.
So here we've got a Hyundai charge cord.
Which barely fits in there.
Well, that's what it's good for. It's good to keep the charge cord with the car. But if we go over to the Tesla, yeah, we'll see why I'm going to give you a little bonus point for this.
So here you have much more space.
A much more practical space. I'm going to grab the camera. Aiden, I'm just going to have you hop in there real quick.
Just sit in there. Actually, sit in there like a bathtub.
Yeah,
Like
feet
this, or
there,
this
back
way.
there. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Okay, Hayden. Okay, Aiden. So I'm not gonna push it too much. I think we'd hear some crunching if I try to close that.
Just a little bit.
What do you think you could practically fit in the front of a Tesla Model 3?
I
Did
have.
a bunch of stuff. If you want to like take a bunch, if you were going shopping at the mall or something, you bought clothes, bought shoes, so it all easily fit in here.
Yep.
You want to put some like food in there.
What is your shoe size for reference?
Size 11s.
Size 11. So you can get a bunch of 11s in there.
You want to see my shoe size in there?
Let's see another
I'm size 14 here.
size 14. You can fit at least a dozen size 14s.
That's true. And I've kept my shoes in here. I've kept 10 RC cars in there.
Wow.
So it's pretty good. It's pretty good actually. And
Wonderful.
it looks much more clean than the Ioniq 5 on in the front.
It does look a lot more clean.
Yeah, it's definitely a nice look. You got easy access to your windshield wiper fluid there, but everything is otherwise nicely kept. They got a better kind of insulation here than just the foam that the Hyundai was using. So it's a nice frunk, but I will be claiming the point for overall storage.
I don't know about that.
I'm gonna claim it.
You only have a little bit bigger trunk.
It's a much bigger trunk. You can fit a 5-foot person in there, which
Yeah,
is a
but-
small person but a big item.
Yeah, but you also have the under storage, and then you also have a front
I
storage.
do have some under storage there.
Not really.
We did. It's there.
It's the difference between that frunk and that. It's the same difference. I think this has more storage,
Okay.
but I think that
What's your cubic footage? I wrote it down. So I have 26 cubic feet of storage.
and mine has 24. So his car does beat this car in that capacity by a large
This is
2
like-
feet.
2 cubic feet is something like this. I don't know how big a cubic. It's pretty big.
But that includes the whole car, right? It's not just the trunk and the front, it's everything, right?
No, that's not seats folded down. Seats down is like 50 something.
Oh.
So I'm just doing with seats up. So the measurements are with the
So
seats
just the
in
trunk
place.
and front.
So just trunk and fronts. I got a 2 cubic foot.
So I think
Victory.
back seat measurements, the Tesla wins, but the
Overall space.
trunk is bigger on the Ioniq 5.
Overall space. Okay, now we're going to touch on the features of the cars.
Yep.
Give me your most impressive ones.
I think an impressive one is mine has heated front and back seats with a heated steering wheel.
Yeah, I just have heated front seats. I don't have heated rear seats. But I do have all-wheel drive, adaptive cruise control, and lane centering.
I have all those things, including full self-driving.
You got to pay for full self-driving, though. It's still cool. I'm not saying it's not cool, but you got to pay for it. Other things I have, I got a power seat. I've got adaptable regen with the little paddles. So I can change the regen on the fly with 5 different settings of regen. I've got a power lift gate that's bigger than yours. And I've got folding, reclining, and sliding rear seats.
Okay. I have literally all those things, except
You
for
don't
my.
have folding, sliding, and reclining rear seats. They only fold.
They fold, recline. They don't slide.
They recline?
Yeah, they don't slide.
I'm going to fact check you.
I have USB-C chargers everywhere. He's only got USB. I have a moonroof. Looks very nice. It's all-wheel drive, power liftgate. Like I said, this is touch activated, so I just touch it every single time it opens. Just press it down a little bit, it closes.
I don't
Let's
have
see
to
what
touch
else.
mine. I got a button on the key to open my charging
So
port.
you have to
look
bring
behind
out
your brother.
the key to.
Yeah, my car has a key.
Why? Useless.
Yeah, if
Mine
my
has a
phone's
phone.
dead, I'm not screwed.
That's why you also.
My
have,
key's
I have a
cooler
key
than a
as well.
credit card.
How much does that cost to replace?
Don't lose it.
Yeah, exactly. My key costs $40 to replace. His costs like
Your
$4 or
key
$5.
costs one iPhone to replace.
Incorrect. I've locked these cars. They don't lock from far away. Okay. I have. Let's see what else.
Good
I have
luck
a
making
built-in.
something
You know.
out of this.
Okay. Built-in Sentry mode. Built-in dash cam. That's really cool. So it's always recording. Another cool thing. Last thing I'll say. When you turn on the blinkers, of course, like if I go right, the right blind spot camera will turn on, so I don't have to look over my shoulder. I can just see if somebody's right next to me. So that's a cool feature, I think.
Yeah, I don't have that. I got blind spot monitoring, but your camera function is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think your Sentry mode, the built-in dash cam, the full self-driving autopilot capabilities. I really like my Hyundai, but you got more features than I do.
That's true. All right.
Point awarded.
Point awarded.
Now I'm going to show you how fast my car goes. So my car does 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds.
And my car's faster. It goes 0 to 60 in 3.3 seconds.
Whew. I had to push them. It's not that fast. Aiden, I'm going to take this from you. Which car looked faster?
Well, the Ioniq 5 looks faster, but according to every statistic, the Tesla Model 3 is
Yeah,
faster
that's
from the
right. Don't believe what you read on the internet, kids. Now we're going to touch on value. My car brand new was right around $45,000 according to its original MSRP.
And this long-range all-wheel drive was around $37,000 to $38,000, going off of its brand new MSRP.
Yeah. Talking about kind of current prices where they're at now, they're a couple years old. This is a pretty average Ioniq 5. It's an SEL, so the middle trim level. On average, these cars will sell for about $25,000. You can go to a base model SE car, cloth seats, doesn't have all the bells and whistles. That'll be a low $20,000 car. And then you can go up to a limited trim level car where you get a sunroof, you get heads-up display, you get ventilated seats, a lot more bells and whistles. That'll be just shy of $30,000.
And over here, we'll go over the used market as well. So if you get the standard Model 3, same year, low mileage-ish, it's going to be around $20,000 to $23,000 for that. Again, 272 miles of range, no heated seat, but really everything else. But it's a rear-wheel drive. So that's nice. You're not really sacrificing too many features, any features actually. Next is this. This is the middle trim, really, the long-range all-wheel drive. With those, you're going to be paying around 24 to 27 grand, just depending on the mileage. This one in particular has like 20 to 30,000 miles on it. It's going for 25. And then the highest price one would be a performance Model 3, which is again all-wheel drive, all the same features, but it looks a little cooler, has red brake calipers, and is, has more horsepower. So that one's really fast, like 2.90 to 60. But that one would range probably 26 to 28. So I think overall value, this has held its value the best between these two cars. But they're really similarly priced. So what do you think, Jack?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're both great values. These cars were pretty expensive new. Everybody says EVs are expensive, but now on the used market, you can get one, anything you want, big SUV, sporty little sedan for great prices.
Agreed.
I think everybody wins.
I think everybody wins as well.
Today, the Tesla got a few more points. Here you're going to see a summary of all the categories and who won. But really, you can't go wrong. They're both great cars. Just really depends what you're looking for.
Exactly. I think they both are really good at everything. I think the Tesla edges it out in a little bit in a lot of the things, but again, that's just edging it out. This is still really great at all those things. So I would really say it comes down to design and how you feel in the car. And we have probably 15 different types of cars over there. So in the comments below, just let us know which cars you want to see next for a comparison, and we'll make it happen. So, all right, subscribe. Have a great day.
Thanks, guys.